All right, it's been a long time coming, but today we're going to take a look at a new guru for us. We're going to take a look at Neem Karoli Baba, very popular Indian guru. A lot has been said about him over the years, but this video here is just kind of like a short little, I think, biography on like who he is, where he came from, and a little bit about his life.
Yeah, new to this channel. I don't think we've ever covered Neem Karoli Baba yet, but old in terms of like he was at his height of having followers.
Yeah.
What, like in the 50s, 60s?
Yeah.
Way back.
I think he's still huge, but anyway, won't keep you guys waiting. Let's get into it.
मान अपमान कौन भान हिए मेरे रहे समदृष्टि है के सारे विश्व को निहारो करूं आया हूं मैं तेरे द्वार नैया तू लगइयो पार आस रहे तेरी सारा जग विसराया करूं.
Every year, thousands of people gather in the Indian city of Vrindavan to celebrate the Samadhi of Baba Neem Karoli, the miracle saint of North India. Is said to have performed miracles, brought people back to life, and most of all, remained completely out of public eye while he lived. It was here in Vrindavan that Baba Neem Karoli left his mortal remains. This is the story of the miracle of his love. It was 1930 and India was still under British rule. In the small town of Neem Karoli in Uttar Pradesh, an Indian Baba got onto a train without a ticket and was unceremoniously forced by a British conductor to deboard. The young sadhu got off, but the train did not move ahead despite several attempts. Once he got back in, the engine rolled and roared. This was the first recorded incident of Neem Karoli Baba. The young sadhu was soon going to be a major influence in the lives of Larry Brilliant and Steve Jobs, and was going to establish over 100 ashrams worldwide. This was the beginning of a journey that was yet to touch 1 million lives and more. In the bustling city of Vrindavan, where noise and chaos are the usual order of life, there remains an isle of calm within the portals of a small ashram, home to the mortal remains of Baba Neem Karoli. Maharajji, as he was popularly called, was the mystic saint of North India who performed miracles, was present in several places at the same time, and gave one message to the world: love all, feed all, and serve all.
एक समय 1000 जगह रह सकते थे, एक रोटी से 1 लाख आदमी को खाना खिला सकते थे. अब एक बहुत बड़े महात्मा 8 संतरे लेकर के आए और बाबाजी के सामने रख दिए, तो बाबाजी ने बांटना हुआ तो 108 आदमियों को संतरा बांट दिया. तो बाबा जी के अधीन प्रकृति थी, जैसे वो चाहते थे वैसा हो जाता था.
People are streaming into the temple to catch the morning aarti. And it begins. Everyone comes with a problem and nurtures a fierce hope that Maharajji will listen to them. The hope comes from his own words: if you remember me, I will come.
Who's that guy?
He wrote no scriptures, left no records of his work. Sometimes, just a pat on the back would be a form of teaching. When devotees remembered him, Maharajji would rush to help and protect them.
एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि मेरे पूज्य दादाजी, उनको हृदय रोग हुआ और एक दिन उनका स्वास्थ्य इतना ज़्यादा बिगड़ गया कि लगा कि अब उनके प्राणों को बचाना संभव नहीं है. तो उस समय पर मेरे पिताजी, तो वो घर से साइकिल पर दौड़ करके बाबा जी के पास आए तो पूज्य महाराज श्री वृंदावन आश्रम से निकल करके पैदल ही दौड़ते हुए हमारे घर पहुँचे और हमारे घर में आकर के उन्होंने मेरे दादाजी का हाथ पकड़ करके कहा कि मैं तुम्हें 35 वर्ष की आयु का दान करता हूँ। और आपको जान के आश्चर्य होगा कि डॉक्टर भी वहाँ मौजूद थे जो ये पहले कह चुके थे कि अब शरीर में कुछ भी नहीं है। और पूज्य महाराज श्री ने कहा कि मैं तब तक तुम्हारा हाथ नहीं छोड़ूंगा जब तक तुम ये स्वयं नहीं बोल दोगे कि मेरे हृदय में अब किसी प्रकार का दर्द नहीं है। तो डॉक्टर ने फिर ईसीजी किया और उन्होंने कहा कि अब तो आश्चर्य की बात है कि इनका हृदय 16 वर्ष के बच्चे के समान धड़क रहा है। ये कैसे हो सकता है मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन पूज्य महाराज श्री ने मेरे दादाजी को प्राण दान दिया था और उस समय उन्होंने जितने वर्ष की आयु के दान का संकल्प किया, मेरे पूज्य दादाजी उस दिन से ठीक उतने ही वर्ष और जीवित रहे।
He left nothing, not even a mantra, and his teachings have traveled to the world through the voice of his devotees.
कोई निष्ठा नहीं थी, श्रद्धा नहीं थी, भक्ति भाव भी नहीं था, ना कोई सुना था महाराज जी के संबंध में। मैंने ये सोचा कि मैं घूमने जा रहा हूँ, इधर न जाकर के इधर घूम आऊँगा और संत के दर्शन से लाभ नहीं भी होगा तो नुकसान भी क्या है। चला आया मैं और मुझे जैसे इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक, कैसे मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता उस भाव को, कुछ अजीब सा महसूस हुआ मुझे। करंट जैसे विद्युत करंट लगता है, वो करंट तो मेरे रहा, ये वाणी वहीं समाप्त हो गई, वो करंट बना रहा है मुझे। अब वो ये भाव आ गया, ये तो मुझे परमात्मा मिल गए, भगवान मिल गए। उसी रात को ये संकल्प हो गया कि इनकी स्तुति करनी है। जैसे हनुमान चालीसा ऐसे ही इनका चालीसा लिखना जाना। एक रात बीत गई, दूसरी रात भी बीत गई, तीसरी रात को मैंने सोचा ये तो मैं सोचता रहूँगा और ये लिखा नहीं जाएगा। तीसरी रात को मैंने लिखना शुरू कर दिया।
Maharaj Ji never let anyone leave the ashram without enough prasad, a practice which still continues today. Everyone had a different experience of Maharaj Ji's presence, and thus each person recounts a different story today.
पूज्य बाबा जी महाराज जब प्रातः समय स्नान करते थे तो विशेष बात ये होती थी कि उनका शरीर तो भीगता था लेकिन उनका वस्त्र हमेशा सूखा रहता था। बाबा नीम करौली जी महाराज आज के समय में जितने प्रासंगिक हैं वे आगे आने वाले समय में भी उतने ही प्रासंगिक होंगे और समय काल जितना बीतता हुआ चला जाए उनको कभी भी भुलाया नहीं जा सकता।
Maharaj Ji lives on, and as he lives, he ensures that his numerous people are looked after too. True to what he said, he looks on.
So was this man a god or just a human? That's the way he was treated. Oh my goodness.
I want my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
So the song sounded like it was performed by Pearl Jam. The singer of that sounded like Eddie Vedder to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a big hot sun. It sounded just like Pearl Jamish, so I thought that. So this is what I want to say about the actual guy. I was telling you, and I want to clarify something when I was like, oh, he's at his height as a fan, 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm clearly he's probably got more followers today than he did even, arguably maybe when he was alive. It seems like people have become more followers. What I meant was he was alive a long time ago, like new to this channel, not new on the planet.
Yeah.
Is what I was kind of trying to allude to. And maybe this, not 50s, maybe more like 60s or 70s, or I don't know. Not sure when he died. But actually about him is, what's the opposite of a scapegoat? Scapegoat's somebody everybody chooses as the thing and they put their sins and their hate on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like there's somebody that everybody chooses as the guy that everyone's going to put their love on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you look pictures of him. Like I used to, when people would be trying to find a messiah or find a prophet, I'd be like, why don't you look next door at your neighbor who sits in his garage and drinks beer all day?
Yeah.
And people think I'm being profane. I'm not trying to offend or anything. I'm just trying to I don't know what I'm trying to do, but just bear with me, please. I'm just a human. He's like sitting around shirtless they even said there's not like tomes of writing that he said. He couldn't barely say anything. And he's walking around in a blanket. And I know you want to be like, that's because he was friggin' magical. Have some respect. Yeah. Maybe he was magical and I should have some respect. But sometimes we admire things that we can't be. You ever try to sit shirtless with your tits hanging out? And you know what I mean? And like your leg bent into a weird way and like picking the garbage out of your toes and like, you know, like you're almost graceful. You're so careless. You know what I mean? I thought I heard that he'd like hit people before. Like they'd be like, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be insulting. He might have been super smart. Oftentimes smart people are difficult to what are you doing? Somebody would be a genius and hard to understand. Yeah. But I'm saying he was probably very charming and likable and somebody worth gravitating to. And I see somebody that was like exceptionally authentic. And sometimes you can even ape authenticness. You can be like, everybody likes that guy because they're just themselves. Well, I'm going to be just myself. And everyone's like, that's not for you. Don't do that. Everyone's uncomfortable. You got to like know thyself at the end of the day. And I'm not judging if you need to put your admiration. There's people I admire that I'm not like. We were talking about that before we started. There's like teachers out there where their style is so different than how I talk. And I'm like, man, that does seem like, and maybe one day if it makes sense and it's authentic, I'll be more like these like chill, less opinionated, calm teachers. Yeah. But I look at him and he's very different from someone like I don't know, Rupert Spira, who's like all talking. Yeah. You know, he was like really simple. His message at the end of the day was like, feed people, give them food. Yeah. It's real simple. Give people food. You know what I mean? And then of course all the magical stories emerge out of that. Yeah. And maybe you can take it that direction. Maybe you have something to say
I wonder how he would feel about that. I wonder how a lot of these people who kind of get deified after they died, how they would feel about these stories, because they, like you said, we pick out like an individual and then we deify them, and then as time goes on and they pass on, we create stories about him. He's not the only one where there's like all these stories, and then obviously the skeptic in me is going to be like, well, is there any footage or video stuff? Like I want to see that. And it's always somewhere
Never
else.
Any proof.
There's never any actual proof of it.
If there's proof, it exists to be taken apart and like, there's proof of miracles in mega churches, but give it enough time and it's like they all had earpieces and it was all a show. Like, no, I don't want to ruin your day for no reason. Yeah. Go on.
No. It's fair, you know, like if we're looking for truth here, we got to be able to, you know, be critical thinkers and ask questions and, say the thing that comes to mind that maybe other people are not willing to say about certain things. I like his messages. This message is essentially loving, feeding people. Looks like a good, solid message and a lot of good, seems like he's done a lot of good.
Yeah. And even magical stories. Who cares? Like, that's fine. I know Ram Dass. I like what Ram Dass seemed like a really intelligent guy. He was a follower of Neem Karoli, but like a student, disciple of his, and came to the West and I think at Neem Karoli Baba's like instruction, like go be a teacher. Yeah. And Neem Karoli and Ram Dass had like magical stories about him. Yeah. Like the guy was friggin' magical. Yeah. He could do stuff. So who knows? But check thyself. If it starts to lead you down some like delusional path, if it's a problem for you, if your brain can't reconcile the magical part of it, just remember it's always elsewhere. You know what I mean? Unless you're like unless you got some story, in which case, hey man, that's your experience. Yeah. Maybe you've had something magical happen to you. I found growing up, there was lots of claims from a Christian perspective of miracles. And as a young man, I just went, wait a sec. It's always elsewhere. Yeah. It's always like some compelling story that's people are crying at the story. Yeah. And I'm going, what? But I haven't seen anything that couldn't be chalked up to psychology or couldn't be chalked up to circumstance. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, and there's another side. One of the criticisms that within all spirituality and religion seem to get is that the students sometimes get lost after the master passes. They start getting lost in the ritual and the holding up of the institutions and all that stuff that gets going on, and they lose eventually, given enough time, they lose complete sight of what the teacher was actually saying. Like when you look at like church institutions or like any institution, given enough time, it looks nothing like what the original messages were all about.
Everybody's different. Everyone relies on different things. So for one person, I'd be like, hey, shirtlessness wearing a tartan robe is not a uniform, but there's somebody out there, like they've had a guy there that looked like Neem Karoli Baba. Like you respect him just because he looks like him. There's guys that dress like Jesus and start cults. You know what I mean?
There was an idol in one of those ashrams that had his face on the idol. I was like, wow.
Right. And it frustrates the people that think that way, that are like, we got the uniform and we got the thing to emulate, and then some punk rocker with a mohawk is the next Christ. They're like, verily no, he isn't. But 20 years later, you're going to see an ashram full of guys with mohawks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Neem Karoli Baba inspires me to be whatever is actually genuine. I think he looked like that because it was comfy.
Yeah.
I think he was like, you know what I mean? You see him. I told James, there was a time when I was like consuming a lot of like, what is this? I would like pause the video, even of a video of him, and try to, because there's so many tall tales about it. I was like, what's here? What is here? Let me meditate on this guy because he had such an effect.
Yeah.
And this is just this is what's out of this vessel, what the production of that was. This is my assessment of what was going on there. And I'm fascinated by what you said. You know what I mean? Like forming a ritual around him that gets played out. But sometimes these types of figures are saying, also be yourself. Mm-hmm. Also, don't be so narrow that you can't see the fresh display of truth in the real life.
Yeah.
There's Neem Karoli Baba type guys walking this earth.
Yeah.
There always would be. So keep an eye out for them. You know what I mean? Wherever they are. They might be your neighbor. They might be some guy that you overlooked. You know? Would Neem Karoli Baba have the effect he did then? Because I think famously he was like, don't spread information, but don't, like, wasn't like a camera hog. You know what I mean?
Don't tell people about me.
Yeah. And so how would he do in this modern day? Would it be received the same? How would Christ do in this modern day? How would so many of these people do in this modern day? What captures our attention and why? Why are we fascinated?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Leave some comments in the box about, what this video was about, what you got out of it. Hopefully you enjoyed our reaction. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone until next time,
stay spiritual.